All right, today I figured I'd review the Pyle 63BT sound mixing board. Now, I started my podcast January 1st of this year, 2023, and I wasn't sure what I actually needed. I thought I could hook up two mics to my laptop. That's not the case, so I got a mixing board. And I actually really like this. The only downside, and I'm going to say it now, is what I use is Audacity, and I tried to have two separate channels for both mics. Because it goes from USB to my laptop, it's only mono and not stereo. So for some reason, I can't get the mic separated. It all just comes on one channel. That's the only downside I have. The microphones are fantastic. Through this board to my PC, it sounds amazing. There is maybe a little static. I could probably figure out on the board if I can somehow remove that. But what I've been doing is just using Adobe Podcast and going to enhance audio, and it takes everything out. It sounds like I'm in a professional quality studio, so I really don't need anything else. Now, what you see is I got two mics plugged into the XLR. It also has USB, so those mics can also just hook up to your computer if you need to, but I really like the XLR option. And then you see they're both turned on with the 48-volt phantom power. Padding just actually takes the audio down, it softens it, and I don't really want that. You have the gain function, then you have the high, medium, and low frequency adjustments, then you'll have the FX volume, and then just the regular audio level for each channel. You got 4 channels for the XLR, and then you could do 2 more, 5 and 6 right here, or you could plug in an amplifier or a guitar, anything you wanted, and they're all standard 1/8" jack inputs. We have the FX area, and this has 16 different things. We'll be testing them out in a minute. Right now, I'm just on a lavalier mic because I didn't want to be hovering over my other mic that is plugged into the board, but I'll try that later. Then you also have the volume, and then it's a repeatability. Then for your headphones, you have the send and return functions, and then obviously the volume. You can plug in your headphones right there. Right up top, if you're doing any main recording from the board to a GoPro or a video camera, anything like that, this is just the gain function up and down for the output levels of those devices. Then it has a USB Bluetooth function. You can sync up your phone to the board and then have it play music through the board or sound effects, anything you want, an interview. But the only problem is you couldn't plug in your computer to the board while you got the Bluetooth. It's one or the other. So that might be a turnoff for some, but for the price, this is right. I want to say it cost me $115. So for the entire podcast, it cost me $200 all in. All right, now as you can see, I have my soundboard right in front of me. I got my microphone on. Then the first thing you want to make sure you do, because I just recorded 5 minutes of me going through all the sound effects, and I realized I forgot to actually turn the FX volume on, so it didn't work. So here I am again, trying this out. I'm going to set this back to 1. This top knob just moves from 1 to 16 for the different sound effects. And then this middle button here is for the repeat, and then the bottom is the volume. So right now we're on 1, and we're going to turn up the volume all the way. And then with this effect, we're going to send up the repeat, and that's all the way on 1. So this is what the first sound effect sounds like. We're not going to go through all of them. We'll just probably hit 4 or 5. So I'm going to turn the volume back down, and then the repeat. And then I'm going to go to, let's go to 4. So with 4, again, we're back up with volume, and then we're going to try a repeat. It almost gives that radio show host vibe, or like Sunday. It'll sound more like it when we get to the higher numbers. Back down with repeat, and then back down with volume, and then we'll go to 8. And then again, we're going to do volume all the way up, and then the repeat value, and we'll max that there, but this is what 8 sounds like. Back down, and back down. Let's go to 12, and 12 with the volume all the way up sounds like this. And then 12 with the repeat up slowly sounds like this. And this is the way you really tell if there's like slower versus faster repeat. So now we're back down to nothing for repeat and nothing for volume. And then finally 16. And 16, it's not much different than 12, but a little bit. So it goes volume all the way up, and then repeat. This is we got the repeat. I don't. I want to turn off repeat. And then the volume. All right, I'm sorry about that. I'm not a huge fan of the effects, but I just wanted to show you what they sounded like. So, I don't know, if you're into that sort of thing, this is definitely for you. I think I've exhausted everything on the board. Oh yeah, if you want to hear pan, this is what it sounds like with pan on. It's a little bit lower. I can even see it on Audacity. It's different. And then this is with it off. So, I hope you enjoyed that. So now we have everything back down to nothing. And I just want to show you, this is the board. Right now it's on sale for $99. You can't go wrong for $100 for a mixing board, especially if you're trying to podcast. It's difficult when you get two computers recording things because sometimes there'll be an echo. This board negates all of that. Yeah, I guess I pretty much exhausted everything on the board. I don't do anything with instruments. I just play brass instruments, trombone. So you'll never catch me playing with a guitar. So yeah, if you're a solo podcaster, I'd highly recommend this board. It's got a lot of cool functions with it. You can add music, Bluetooth to your phone, but that's only if you're going to record with a stick. If you try and do it to your PC, it's only one or the other. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next video.